lying down. He's like super comfortable. I can't read him.
Yeah, but it was funny when he was like, I could never do that after being a faithful this whole time. And I'm like,
Kind of suspicious.
that seems sus to me, honestly.
Mm.
Yeah,
But
I think it's the one comment I needed to hear tonight. Something like that I was hoping for.
yeah, I wonder if, and I often have scheduling conflicts. I wonder if Jonathan's going to be here tonight or,
Yes, he will
Yeah,
be. He said that he's going to be there like 10 minutes or 15 minutes late, but he's going to be there.
oh, good.
gotcha.
I haven't talked to him today, so that's great to know.
Sorry, who called out that they did not or did have a shield? I forgot. Jonathan, we're not sure. He qualifies.
I said I did not. I qualified because I had the fish, which
Oh, right.
right
You
away.
and they guessed it. Yeah,
So,
right.
so I qualified, but I did not. I never got a shield
So it's
offer.
only Melissa or Jonathan left that could have
And
gotten one.
Melissa, obviously, throw her out too, right? So it becomes Jonathan or nothing.
Yeah.
So I kind of thought that it would go to people who had harder ones, and I thought Jonathan's was an elephant, which I thought was a little bit more difficult. But like some of them were, somebody had to do an antelope, which
That
seemed,
was me.
yeah, that was impossible. I thought,
Impossible.
yeah, I thought that was impossible. And then what was the other one, Anthony? That was like very
L
difficult. I thought,
Zebra. Impossible.
yeah, impossible. So like
And
some
remember our game? Like we knew the most difficult one was going to be the
100%,
exit, but it was so hard so you're right. When you get a shield for an elephant, that's really easy.
yeah, yeah.
So my gut is saying recruitment happened.
I think the who acts us, you
Hmm.
know. I had a good shot with Patrice today, and like I absolutely don't think he is.
Okay,
But
good to know.
yeah, I don't think so at all. And I don't think you have, and I know I haven't, you know, so like um we go from there, you
Yep,
know. But
yep,
all right, you want to try somewhere else? Find
yeah.
somewhere.
Let's see what's going on.
Okay.
Victoria, how are you?
Good.
I'm glad to see you. I
Yeah, I was dragged in here, but I'm glad
yeah,
it
no,
happened.
same here. Yeah, I was talking to Brandon in another room before we continue. That was so nerve-wracking because I've never been one of the last
Mm,
ones. Like the first night I was
yeah.
safe, and other nights I've been pretty early, and I was sitting there, everyone's getting called, and it was like the last three people, and I'm like,
Hmm.
yeah. We were talking about right now. I'm really interested to know if Jonathan had a shield or not, because I feel like that's going to tell us a lot. Because if he didn't have a shield, then there had to have been a recruitment.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I
then
also don't think he would be the murder anyways, because like, why would you murder someone who possibly has a shield when there's other
Right,
options?
because it was only the three of them, and Melissa was one of them. So it was either Brad or Jonathan. Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
I agree with you. And I was talking to Jonathan earlier about like the numbers, and we were unsure because there was nine of us left, and we were unsure if like if there is one traitor left, would it have to be a ultimatum, right? And if it was an ultimatum, and someone joined, that leaves two traitors. But do they get to kill someone still or not?
Yeah. I mean,
Sure about that.
I feel like you can't enter a night with only trader, right? Because then if you
Because if
get
they
it,
leave,
then the faithfuls technically win at that point.
yeah, and that's what I was thinking too. Because I was like, if there is one traitor, and if they got an ultimatum, and the person said yes, I just feel like they would have had to said yes.
Hello.
Because like you said, if they said no and they died, we would have had a murder or like they no someone wouldn't have showed up. Hey, Patrice. Um,
Danielle, I think that
so
Are there any forced recruitments where the person is forced to say yes, or does the recruited person always have a choice?
no, if it's an ultimatum, then if she doesn't say yes, she's going to be dead. So that's not what's happening. And she can say no, but again, no one said, "Oh my God, I have been recruited," and I say no, which would have been helpful. Unless Jonathan did that, but he's not there to talk about that. He's going to be there a little
he did
later.
tell me he was gonna be a little busy tonight, but he was gonna try to jump on later.
Yeah. And the shield is going to help us as well. If Jonathan says that he got a shield and it's true and we can believe him, so that means that it might have been a murder and he survived. That's the only thing that can happen.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get information from Caleb about Brendan because
Mhm.
I know
Yeah,
Patrice
I'm
was
still
really. Go ahead.
I'm still iffy about the Brandon thing. Like it's possibly Brandon, but I
Mhm.
can't tell are the people who want Brandon out more suspicious or Brandon?
Yeah. And that's my thing too. It's funny because I talked to Brad, I think I told you this, I talked to Brad about this earlier. I messaged Brad after me, Patrice, Anthony, and Brad are like a little chat. And then Patrice was asked saying things about Brandon. I woke up at 6:55, so like, but I read back our messages in the 5 minutes, whatever, and he messaged us like at 6:30, and he was like,
Mhm.
"Oh, I'm not so sure about Brandon anymore. I don't know what I'm scared that if he's the only one, people are just gonna go for him." And I'm thinking, like, one,
Who's
why this
not
didn't
sure?
go ahead.
Who's not sure about Brandon anymore?
Patrice.
Mm-mm.
So I'm thinking like, why the switch up right before?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, I told this to Brad. I was like, what if last time, but that might have been true. Like, I understand him coming into the room and Brandon saying like, oh, I played him, whatever. What if Brandon is a faithful? Patrice came in and heard that, and he's like, let me start telling people that now, and let's get someone out tonight because it's not gonna be Brandon. That way, next time there is
Oh,
seats
and
for Brandon.
perhaps Brandon was recruited so that like when Brandon is voted out, it is a trade. He or they are a traitor.
You think Patrice recruited Brandon?
Like just a small theory.
Hold on, let me think this through. So,
Or someone not maybe not Patrice, but like someone who thinks it's Brandon could have recruited Brandon.
I got you. So like to make him look sus, or to make like the fact that the vote is already going to Brandon. Hey Matt, already
Well,
going to Brandon. So when Brandon gets voted out, hey Brandon, we're just talking theories right now. Um, so you're saying that if Brandon were to get voted out and he were to say you're a traitor, people are going to be like, "Oh, see, I knew it. I told you."
Uh, I mean, that's just a possibility.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know.
so yeah, I feel like there's a lot in the game when you look at the connections, and I feel like there's a name that keeps coming up when it comes to like other groups and other conversations, and I've been hearing Patrice, and I feel like when we really review some of the things that have happened already in the game, it would make
Mhm.
sense if Patrice is a possible traitor. I'll
Yeah.
say that.
Oh, yes, most definitely. Like,
But
I feel like the only thing about Patrice is I'm just gonna be open because there's only like 9 of us left. Me, Patrice, Brad, and Anthony have a little chat. And Brandon, I think you know this. Patrice is questioning you a little bit because he said he walked into a room with you and that you were saying like, oh, like I played them, something like that. Do you know about this?
I can't remember. Sorry. Like,
You're fine. So essentially, Patrice last time he shared with me and Brad first, and then he ended up sharing with other people last night in the like the round. I don't know if it was pre-round table or post-round table, but during the Zoom rooms, he mentioned that essentially he walked into a breakout room and you were sitting there alone with the camera person, and he walked in on you saying like, "Oh, I played them good," or something like that. Like, "Oh, I played them really well," something like that. And he said that you looked a little suspicious when you looked, what was the phrase? Hold on, I just reheard this because I said it to you, Victoria. He said you looked shocked or you looked like, oh, he just walked in here.
that's weird because
and I'm gonna be honest, Patrice
I
has
never
heard that as well.
said anything like I played them and what or whatever.
Mhm.
I've never.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not playing any of you. I'm telling you everything that I've been hearing.
Mhm.
So, Brent, did you want to mention that Patrice also made a group with you in it?
Yes. Patrice. So, Victoria, I was never wanting to have a major group chat
Mhm.
with a bunch of people. I was just gonna have one-on-ones with people and
Mhm.
do that. I was never wanting a major group chat like we're in right now.
Yeah.
Patrice was the one who set it up, and
Mhm.
he was the one who suggested bringing Melissa and Adam in. So
Mhm.
the reason I'm thinking Patrice is the traitor is because usually there's either one or two traitors in a group chat
Yeah,
like
but it
that.
wouldn't be like all of them.
Hold on, because the same thing happened with me. So I was talking to Patrice and Brad separately, and they both messaged me at similar times saying, "Hey, would you be okay with talking with the other person in a group chat?" I'm like, "Yeah, for sure." We joined together, and then shortly afterwards, Patrice was like, "Oh, do you guys think we're bringing a fourth?" And that's when we made with you, Anthony.
Yeah, I'm just coming in and I know where you're going with this.
Okay, that's
So
interesting.
wait, Brandon, who's in that group chat? I have to know.
It was so from the beginning, it was me, Patrice, Victoria, Adam, and Melissa.
So guys group.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Hang on, I can check. I believe.
Hello.
Hello.
What's
Hey,
up?
What's going on?
we're starting to sweat in the hot tub. That's all. It's very warm in here.
Yeah.
Um,
Not a good way either. I feel like where it's scary because like there could be a recruitment, there could be
Gary sweats. Oh, where'd he go?
you know.
Oh, lost Brandon.
Damn.
Patrice, what are you thinking about a possible recruitment? What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I think we need to hear what Jonathan will have to say. So if he got a shield, that means that he might have been killed and he survived. But if he didn't get a shield, there might be a recruitment. That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm wondering. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Did Jonathan tell you how late he would be?
He told me like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he told me he was
But
busy with work right now, but he would try to get on as soon as he could.
Yeah, we need to hear from him as soon as
Yeah.
possible.
I agree.
Yeah,
he's
absolutely.
going to be here from the vote, that's for sure.
Patrice, can I ask you, I know in our group chat with Anthony and Brad, I, I was napping beforehand. I'm sorry. I woke up like at 6:50, 6:55. So I read your message. What took you off of Brandon? Because you said that you don't feel as confident to go for Brandon tonight.
Be really honest. I feel bad if I shoot on left. So what I was saying is I feel bad if I shoot and miss, and then we end up ending his game. But again, I know that I should be treating him like any other player, but I just felt bad. That's basically it. But I cannot say that like obviously at the wrong table, but that's probably the reason.
Do you still feel like Brandon's the vote tonight?
Well, after hearing that he's saying my name, we don't have really another choice. I still don't think that Victoria is a traitor, but she doesn't speak a lot today. I don't know, like I wanted to have a one-on-one talk with her and see where her head's at. But the thing that she left at the same time as Brendan, I hope that she's not thinking that Brendan is right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to see where they all are. 1 second.
I'm gonna check to see if he's running away
Brandon
from
is with Victoria now in the swimming pool.
Okay,
Maybe you should get in on that, Patrice.
it's okay. I know that you will defend me anyway.
Yeah.
Dude,
What's going on?
I don't know.
If
I
we
don't
hold on
I
1 second, just
I
make sure.
still
It's just us, right? If
yeah,
we vote for him, he's gonna murder one of us.
I
It's
know,
the
and that's
last
not
night. It's the
good.
last fucking night. I
I
feel
don't
like
want
I'd
to
rather have him around the campfire than
yeah.
it's gonna be
No,
tough.
I get you.
Hey
What's up,
Brandon,
Brandon?
we're appreciating your honesty tonight,
oh
bringing
yes,
up your
like
concerns about Patrice. Really, that's what we were just
so
saying.
I ended up going back and checking. It was Melissa who suggested bringing Adam and
Okay.
Victoria in.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it was originally Melissa, myself, and Patrice.
Okay.
Oh, this is a really critical night, guys.
We need to get another traitor out.
I absolutely agree. Especially if there was a possible recruitment, like that means they're getting a leg up, and we have to remove
Yeah,
that again. You know.
definitely.
Yeah, I just can't see that there's only one left. It's too risky at this point. Game could be
Exactly.
over.
There's got to be at least 2 left.
Damn, two, and there's what, 9 of
More
us?
than, guys,
Crazy. That's crazy odds. You know that?
yeah, because maybe 2, but oh, here we go.
Oh, challenge time.
Let's get
All right,
it.
let's win some money.